What's up, brother?
Is Burns in?
May I ask who's calling, please?
Peterson.
Come on in, man.
And your first name?
Connell. Who am I talking to?
This is FBI Omaha.
What's your name?
We don't give our names out.
Oh, what's up with you wanting everybody else's names and you can't give your own? What kind of corrupt crap is that?
Anyways, let's step out for a
Reach
minute.
Des Moines Resident Agency of the Omaha Division of the FBI. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
Go on, brother.
One moment, please. FBI Des Moines.
Yes, is your supervisor in?
One moment. Bob DeWitt.
Yeah, who am I speaking to?
Bob DeWitt. Who's this?
Bob DeWitt. Can you spell that, Bob?
Who am I speaking with?
I asked you to spell your name, please, and then we'll get to that. How do you spell your name?
Go ahead and tell me who you are, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, I'm not supposed to know how to spell your name there, DeWitt? Yeah, this is Donald Eugene Peterson. I'm looking at a little scene here. I was at the store the other day, and this kid was telling him how the cops are trying to coerce his girlfriend into saying he kidnapped her because they want to get down her pants, it looks like to me, or something.
What's your name again?
Colonel Peterson. Are you an FBI agent? Or are you just a phone guy?
I'm sure. Am I just a what?
A phone answerer.
No, I am. Go ahead and spell your name for me.
Yeah, it's C-O-N-A-L-D Peterson. Why don't you spell your name for me too, would you?
C-O-N-A-L-D.
Yeah, there you go, DeWitt. Is it D?
Peterson. What's a good callback number for you?
I can't call back. I'm borrowing this phone, so... Let me ask you this. Who's your supervisor there, DeWitt? Who's the main guy in charge? You're not doing too good.
Okay, that's me.
You're the main guy?
Callback number for you.
Remember what I said there, DeWitt? I'm borrowing this phone. So, listen. Who is the main guy in charge of Iowa's FBI? I'm going to have to talk to him because you're not talking straight, I don't believe.
Okay. Well, that would be me here in Des Moines.
Oh, it is? So what if the cops are coercing a young lady, talking to her into saying kidnapping on this gentleman, and she's on record saying you didn't kidnap her, but saying she don't want the kidnap and they coerced it? What do you do in that scene since you guys handle kidnapping?
I tell you what, if you would like to come in and talk this over with an agent, I can give you our address and you're more than welcome to come by.
Well, I don't have a time to go clear to Des Moines. I'm out in Council Bluff here.
Okay.
Yeah, so what can you do for me on this? Can you take a look at it?
Well, I'll tell you what, if you have
I have it on record. I can mail it out. I can put it on the net right under your name there if you like, and you can look it over. So it's Bob DeWitt.
That's right.
I can put it right under FBI Bob DeWitt, if you like, and then you can listen to it. Would you like that?
What's that? What are you saying?
I can put it right on your name so you can listen to it if you like, on the internet. Can you do that? Can you take a look at it?
I'll tell you what, if you want, you can,
What are you going to tell me, Bob DeWitt? You're talking to a retired CI double agent for the Nebraska State Patrol. Don't pump up on me and do cuckoo stuff. Talk straight. You're on record, Bob.
The State Patrol.
I've been with them off and on all my life.
Who'd you work for there?
Hall County State Patrol, The Wire, brother. You're on record right now, DeWitt.
Who was your boss there?
Oh, who was my boss? The state was my boss, okay? If I was working undercover for the state of Nebraska, I'd say the state was my boss, don't you think?
Okay, well, I tell you what, I'm gonna...
I just gonna tell me, Bob.
If you would like to come by and speak with somebody in the office, you're more than
Listen,
welcome to.
Bob, who's your supervisor?
That's me. If you want to speak...
Do you have a badge
my boss,
number?
I'm sorry?
Sorry, do you have a badge number?
I do not.
You don't have you're an official and you don't have a badge?
That's correct. I don't give that information out over the phone. But again, if you would want our address, you can come by here and
listen here. When do you think I could talk to somebody about this instead of getting blocked by you, a phone operator? No.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and give your address. Do you want to come by and fill out some kind of
That's as good as you can do, because this is going to go on the internet there, Bob DeWitt. The whole world's going to hear the FBI of Iowa chit-chatting with their uhs and stuff, okay? Is that as good as you can do to help this kid? He's facing like the rest of his life in prison over a lie. Okay, and I just have one more question. Are cops supposed to be pulling things out of evidence and giving them to their son here in Iowa?
No, definitely not.
Well, that's what they're doing in Council Bluffs. This kid has a big-ass phone.
Some more information, that would be perfect.
Well, I'm going to try to give it to you while you act like you're trying to take it when you're not. Council Bluffs, Norris. He's going to say I'm cutting out there, huh? Bob?
At Council Bluff?
Is that what she's going to say?
Correct. You say Council Bluff?
Yeah, I know your moves before you do there. You already briefed in to do all these do-whats and stuff. Bob, you want to hear that? Huh? Anyways, can you help this kid out or not? Or you guys are just pretend like you guys are the ones that handle kidnapping. And I imagine if stuff's coerced, you're supposed to handle that too, aren't you?
What's the name of the officer?
Well, I believe Man is the one who coerced the situation.
What's the first name?
Man, last name is Man, M-A-N-N, I think. He's the one who worked it. I don't know his first name. I believe he's the only man in Council Bluffs. Sir, listen here. I put a chief of police in jail for burning houses. Within the last few months, I think since December or something like that. Don't get me on the dates.
So what's the victim's name?
I don't even know that, but I do know.
How did you come across the information?
By eating a sandwich where he works, and he just knows my work from the internet because I'm all over the net exposing cops, and he asked me if he could take a look at his case. I'm not a cop or nothing, but I do unravel the pieces sometimes.
And who was the person you were speaking to that asked you to look at the case?
Remember Bob DeWitt? I said I don't know his name. I didn't ask for his name. I'm just looking into this case. I know Peter Tenney is handling the case, and he's a pretty good attorney.
Who's that?
Peter Tenney is taking a look at the case over in Council Bluffs. He's a public defender. Listen here, this is a town where the cops have stolen evidence. They got one of their county attorneys, the FBI had to cross over Omaha and put him in prison. I think he's still in prison for stealing guns and meth out evidence.
Who's that?
Kip Kipke, you ever heard of that name?
I haven't.
Kip Kipke. He's in prison right now for stealing guns and meth out evidence and giving the guns to my neighbor for more guns. Or excuse me, more meth. Anyways, I was talking to this gentleman the other day on top of this. I don't know what the heck, how this stuff just lands on my lap. I use those shades with cameras in them, so I'm not even trying to get this information. But I asked this kid, I go, where'd you get a phone like that? He goes, I got it free. I go, how's that? He goes, well, my dad's a cop and got it out of evidence. This phone looked like $1,000 phone, or at least $800 phone. So how are cops getting phones out of evidence and giving them to their kids, sir? Isn't that illegal here in Iowa? I think that's supposed to.
I have no idea.
Stuff's supposed to hit the trash, isn't it?
It's the first I've heard of it, so.
Well, now you have. Can you look into that?
Excuse me?
Can you look into that?
Excuse me. Every time you need a breath of air, excuse me. Waste your breath because they can't answer shit.
That'd be like cops going, well, this guy's got a pretty nice phone. We'll just stuff it in the back of evidence and real deep and act like we can't find it. We'll just give that to our kid down the road, a few months down the road. You know, phone's got to have 100 different contacts on how they can get that back to their family. If they're going to freaking do something with it, why would they give it to... How would a cop's kid end up with a phone like that?
Right.
Isn't that a little cuckoo?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, well, you know what? I put a chief of police in jail for burning houses in Harvard, Nebraska. I shut the whole town down for even having a cop like 14 years ago, but...
Who is that?
Jeff Sada from Harvard, Nebraska. He was like a military cop and a police chief.
Anyway.